Tired of 80s, tired of 80s, tired of 80s, guys. 80s and 90s video world, so good it'll make you cry. Episode 21, PitterPot, the Wii U 3D platformer. Whoa, that thing was greatly scary. I was in the kitchen drinking a 1987 glass of A&W root beer from the Magic Dock fridge and didn't get back here in the living room in time, TYME, to see what it was. It disappeared. Hey, wait a second. I wonder if this is another elaborate prank from Louis Fluis, the flying harmonica fish. Or maybe it's the long-awaited return of Dewey McNewy, the ghost of a flying harmonica fish. Remember, we haven't seen him since the only time he appeared in Season 1. But anyway, I've got a show to do. I am the one, the only Tidy 80s guy, and welcome to episode 21 of Tidy 80s Guys, 80s and 90s Video World. Hey! The entire production began sooner than I had planned because of that strange thing that decided to invade this episode. As for Tie Night, it's going to be one of my long overdue great Friday night parties. It's been a long time, TYME, since I've had one. This one is the Great PitterPot Preview Par Tree. This par tree is a big celebration of this 90s style 3D platformer releasing on Wii U. PitterPot could be Treefall Studios' biggest game yet, but in order to do so, I really think that they need to contact as many video game journalist websites as possible. They need as much promotion for this game as they can get. For this par tree, I'm planning on having 24 guests. But that's not counting Louis Fluis, Mario, Luigi, and Doc Brown, which will make it a total of 28. Unfortunately, this will be one of the lowest turnouts that I've ever had for one of my great parties. That's because Treefall Studios is just not one of those hugely popular companies that had a lot of ups and downs, especially due to their first Wii U game, The Letter. But hopefully with the return of the 3D platformers here in 2017, PitterPot will gain them a lot more popularity. Oh, and Louis Fluis should be here very shortly. And as for Mario, Luigi, and Doc Brown, they'll be here later. Well, it's almost 7 o'clock p.m., which means that it is time, TYME, to let in the guests who are waiting outside in the front yard. And then we can get this par tree started. It's Treefall time, a Treefall time, a Treefall time, Treefall time, a Treefall time, a Treefall time. It's time for Treefall time. Yeah! Okay, the first 24 guests are all in here. So now it's time, TYME, to par tree. This is my official Treefall Studios arm and hand sign. Here's the fallen tree. And when you wiggle your fingers, it shows that even though Treefall Studios have had a lot of ups and downs, they're still alive. That was originally from episode 15, Everybody Treefall Tie Night. This was a special tie tribute to the 80s band Wang Chung and Treefall Studios. So check it out. Also, this episode will be longer than 8 minutes. I wanted to be able to fit in all that info on Treefall Studios, along with everything I want to talk about, on PitterPot. With this episode, I will also be defining the tiny-sode. A tiny-sode will be under 10 minutes now. That'll give me extra time, TYME, to fit everything into the episode. What's new to this series is my Treefall Studios 4 Seasons shirt that I bought a few months ago on tpublic.com. And here's a much better close-up. This shirt is unavailable to buy anymore on there, but you can buy shirts based on most of their other games. So, in greatly special link number 1, down here below in the video description, it will take you to tpublic.com, where you can buy shirts from some of their most popular games, such as The Letter, Maze, and the upcoming 3D platformer, PitterPot, and even concept art for later 3D racing game known as PitterCart. Uh-oh, there it is again. It's okay, everybody. Please settle down. Stop all these pranks and show yourself. Well, the lights are back on, and that thing is gone again. I still think Louis Flewis could be behind this. Anyway, I've got to do this show, so let's move on to PitterPot. PitterPot is about a wizard who brings a potted plant to life. Treefall Studios' goal was $6,500, but unfortunately they only earned $246, and that was only 4% of $6,500, as it says on the Indiegogo page. I myself contributed $135, so I actually get to be in this game! Here is the original logo for PitterPot on their Indiegogo page. The gameplay overview on the Indiegogo page says this. PitterPot is a 3D platforming game. In this game you play as PitterPot, a potted plant who was brought to life by a wizard who loves to garden. He did not realize, however, that other plants would also come to life. Evil weeds and new creatures destroyed the garden the wizard loved so much. PitterPot, who is massively loyal, decides to take it upon himself to fix the tragedy that he himself feels he partially caused. You must travel the world collecting seeds of various and rare plants to rebuild and restore your garden to its former glory and beyond. You are also on a mission to fight and destroy the evil vines and creatures who started this mess. 3D platforming, jumping, running, combat. Many unique worlds to explore. Collect-a-ton styled in some ways. Many little seeds to collect along with much more important items and rare seeds. And here's PitterPot himself. That was one of the first pieces of concept art created for PitterPot. Now, for the first time ever in Video World, I am going to try to show you a whole trailer for a game on this really blurry camera. So here is the debut trailer from January 2015 for PitterPot. So, what did you think of my first ever trailer analysis? No, it's nowhere near as detailed as Game Explain's. Game Explain will take a 10-15 second trailer and spend 20 to 30 minutes talking about it. And I love when they did that with Super Mario Odyssey for the Nintendo Switch! My most anticipated game of the year. But anyway, there are 19 pitter points throughout that trailer analysis, and some more coming up very soon. So what did you think as PitterPot ran around collecting seeds, dodging big thorny vines, climbing a beanstalk, discovering an acorn, and traveling all the way to that windmill? And as PitterPot did all that exploring of the garden areas, there was relaxing, atmospheric music playing in the background. It reminded me of the style of music that plays in the Donkey Kong Country series. Well, that was really basic. Now it's time, TYME, to show you the most recent trailer for PitterPot. Wow, that trailer, as in Treefall Studios, analysis took a really long time for me to complete. It took me hours. It is now 1:38 a.m. Saturday morning. And even though it took me so long to finish that analysis, most of my guests are still awake, so the tree is still going strong. That trailer was called PitterPot Trailer 1, Welcome to the Garden. But in my greatly thorough analysis, I dug a lot deeper into that garden. I typed up 86 pitter points that point out really important things like gameplay elements, along with more details on past and future Treefall Studios games, and a lot of nice graphical details, including the differences in this trailer compared to the first one I showed you. So please rewind this video back a bit and read all 86 pitter points so you can get a lot more pumped up for PitterPot! Oh, secrets? Yep, I included plenty of those in there too. I definitely want to do more of these, but the name trailer analysis will not be the final name. but you will find out what the final name will be in the next episode. As for Mario, Luigi, and Doc Brown, they never showed up. They were all sick with the flu. So I'm really sorry that they weren't able to be here. And they told me that they were also really sorry that they couldn't be here. I'm going to give you a much shorter overview of what happened in that second trailer. It showed off more of the Gardens world. It also showed the desert, the jungle, and even the inside of a big house. A little bit of the hub world, which had PitterPot running around and jumping up platforms that led to different magical flower pots that PitterPot uses to enter the different levels in each world. Along with that, we saw PitterPot use seeds as bombs to destroy things such as walls and a boss, which is a big Venus flytrap with a clay pot on its behind called Carnaby. He can also take a green seed, plant it in the ground, and make a giant beanstalk appear. Then he can hop up the leaves to the platforms on the next area. The trailer also showed a friendly, elderly cactus character who introduces you to the desert world, spiny clay pot helicopter enemies, and lots of rolling, thorny orbs that roll down ramps and platforms trying to smash PitterPot to bits. And this time, TYME, instead of the relaxing atmospheric music playing, it was more like Super Mario series music. Bouncy, happy, and catchy. I mean, when I first heard that song, it got stuck in my head. I'm hoping to hear this music, but I also want to hear some more atmospheric music as well. PitterPot has came a long ways since that first trailer back in 2015, because this 2017 trailer shows a lot more details and gameplay. I know those trailers were really blurry on here, so for greatly special link number 2, it will take you to the Indiegogo page for PitterPot, where you can view that debut trailer along with some other early trailers on there. You can also read all the details that I read to you along with everything else on the page. For greatly special link number 3, it will take you to the PitterPot recent trailer. Louis Fluis will have a lot more to say about PitterPot when he gets here, whenever that will be. I've tried calling him and he's not answering his phone. Maybe he's just in a dead zone and the phone won't pick up in that area. But he should be here anytime, TYME. What was that? Huh? Uh-oh. There it goes again. It's you. Who are you? What do you want here? Hey, that's my Magic Bell Christmas spirit. No wonder I couldn't find it this morning. You had it the whole day. Hey, give it back. I've got to get back that Magic Bell Christmas spirit. If it falls into the wrong hands, then the world could be in greatly big trouble. To be continued. What was that thing, and why did it steal my Belle of Christmas spirit? Find out all of this along with lots more on PitterPot and Treefall Studios in the next episode. Bye!